All right, in today's video, I'm going to be testing out the Skyrover S1. This is essentially a DJI Mini, a Mini 2 or Mini 4K. Mini 2 and Mini 4K are pretty much the same drone. You can see the camera's about the same. Same camera, same sensor, same motors, but there is a difference in the propeller size. You can see there, the propellers on this are a lot bigger. These are both under 250 grams, but like I said, essentially these are about the same drone. The main difference is this one does have infrared at the front, so it does have obstacle avoidance. It doesn't go around obstacles, but it will stop if you're in normal mode, not in sport mode. But that is the main difference between these two drones. So it only has the front sensing obstacles, nothing in the rear or side. So if that's what you're looking for, is a similar cheap drone to the DJI Mini 2, but has some kind of obstacle avoidance, obstacle sensing in the front, then that's what this one has. So as you can see, the controls are about the same. Neither one of these cameras rotate for that Instagram feel, but this one does have a button to crop it to that size, and it's over here on the DJI. Function button is here on the Skyrover and is here for the DJI. Pretty much the same buttons in the back. All right, let's get in there and try it out. So there's the Skyrover app. We'll go ahead and turn the drone on. It does make a different sound in the DJI. It has a different transmission also. This one uses SkyBridge instead of the OcuSync. And here we are in the menus. If I go into here, safety, you can see here where it has the manual obstacle avoidance. We can turn that off. Pretty much everything, this is a rebranded DJI drone, so pretty much everything else is the same. Camera I have set for everything default. It does have internal storage. Aircraft in the altitude zone, so I still get my warnings when I'm flying in places I'm not supposed to. And I'm just waiting to get satellites. Got all my satellites. Just like in the DJI drone, if I go to photos, I have AEB burst. I have some quick shots, and I can make a JPEG in RAW, 4:3 or 16:9. I usually shoot in 4:3, so we'll just leave it at that. I can adjust all of my camera settings here. I'll just leave it to auto. And we'll go ahead and take off. So I don't know if you could tell or not, this thing is very quiet. Maybe it's the larger propellers. Pretty much has the same motors as the Mini 2, but with these larger propellers, I think it makes it a lot more quiet. It is windy out today. I'm gonna go ahead and hit record on my video. And we'll get it up in the air and test it out. Flies smooth. It is a DJI drone rebranded, so it is going to fly smooth. I'm going to go ahead and change it to Cine. That's how fast it is. I have it set for Cine. Normal. That's how fast I have it set for normal. And sport. That's how fast I have it set for sport. If I go into the settings here, control, gain and expo, that's where I can set my speed for normal, Cine, and sport. But I'll just leave it to where I have now, just show you the difference. And I'll leave it in normal mode. Same maps as you get with DJI. I can change this to satellite view. Focus track enabled. I can do that. I can turn it around towards me. Select my subject. Tilt my camera down. Select me. Or I can go ahead and hit the focus track button. It's enabled, and it's asking, what do you want to focus on? And I'm going to focus on me. And I can active track. And it's set for spotlight right now, so all it's going to do is stay still, but turn the camera towards me. I can set it for, I can stop that. Set it for active track. Take it off the spotlight. Aircraft's too far away, so let me move closer to myself and do it now. There we go. Active track set. So right now it is following me. So that works. Stop this. I can scoot it back. And I like to use the circles and half circles, so I'll go ahead and find myself again, do a POI. I can make a circle radius. I can tell it how fast I want it to go, and it'll record going in a circle. Stop it. I can go the other way, maybe go a little faster, and it'll circle me that way. Stopped it. So we'll hit stop on the video. Go ahead and go to quick shots. Again, I can just point to myself, hit the plus button, and quick shots. My drone, I have the distance set for 98 feet. I can change that. Rocket set for 98. If you hit the drop down, that's where you can change how far you want it to go when it's doing its thing. What else do we have? Shots. Draw a square around me, hit me again. And I can also do a circle, helix, or asteroid. These are all the different quick shots I can do. I have hyperlapse and I have pano on here. Again, I'm not going to go over all that. I'm just showing you what you're getting for the price compared to a DJI Mini. So let's go back to video. We'll hit record. The main thing is, what's the video quality of it? Because you're not buying this for obstacle avoidance. You're not buying it to run around in the woods and have it follow you. So let's just see what kind of video quality we get out of it. So if I turn it around, and I can change my gimbal speed if I want, I'll just leave it at default. I'm up 50 feet. I'm going to start here at this end zone. I'm just going to fly it around some. I'll go up a little higher, and then I'll grab the Mini out and see what that looks like, and we'll see how different they are. So this is shooting in 4K 30. Just riding it around. And again, there is some wind out here, and I'm going 17 miles an hour this way. And we'll see how fast we go when we're coming back. Like I said, I'm in normal mode. I'll turn it around. And then bring it up some. Okay, I'll go ahead and hit return to home. Well, first I'll take a picture. We'll stop this. Switch to camera. Photos, we'll take a picture. Single exposure. Now I'll take a white balance 5 and I'll edit that. And that's pretty much it. We'll go ahead and bring it in, see how far we get to where we took off. So remember, I took off from right around here. So we'll see where it wants to land. Okay. So it landed pretty much where we took off. So now I'll throw the DJI Mini up and see what that video looks like. So we'll go ahead and take off. Here's DJI. Seems like the wind stopped blowing as hard as it was. I'm going to hit record. So again, I'm not going to go over all the features of the drone. This is pretty much to show you if you're getting the same thing if you buy this or if you get the DJI for the price. We'll go up to about 75 feet again. Turn it around. Bring my camera down. And we'll just fly it out. I'm in normal mode. We'll just fly it down to the end of the soccer field again. Turn it around, bring it back. Now go ahead and bring it up again. Turn it around like I did before. And take another picture. Hit stop. Single exposure. And white balance. It doesn't tell me, it doesn't give me an option to change how many shots I want. We'll see how many it takes. Remember, we took off over here. This one seems to want to land over this way. So I'll go ahead and move it myself and land it. All right, that's it for this video. Again, I was testing the Skyrover S1. This is not like the X1 that they did. The X1 is almost identical to the Mini 4, but this one is similar to the Mini 4K / Mini 2, but it does look a lot different. It seems like it's using all the same guts as that drone. Seems like the motors are the same size, the camera's the same, except for they did throw some bigger props on it, and that may have made it a little quieter. And also, this does have an infrared sensor on the front for obstacle avoidance. So since that's one of the major differences, I'll go ahead and go over the obstacle avoidance just to show you the front sensors working. hit this little building right here. Try to hit it again. It let me get close. It's not letting me push forward. So that is good. Let's come a little closer. Full sticks forward. So I don't know how fast you can go before you smash into the wall. I'm not going to test it out. I'll just let you know that basic braking with obstacles does work. Try it here. Okay, it did brake. So I'll go ahead and bring it in. All right, that's it for this video. Again, testing the Skyrover S1. I just wanted to do the obstacle avoidance real quick. If that's a big deal to you, again, you only have the infrared sensor in the front. That's really not going to stop much. You have to be flying forward. For that reason, it only follows you from the rear. It does not follow you like from the side or anything like that because it only has the sensors in the front. But let me know what you think of this drone and how it compares to the DJI Mini 2. If you have a Mini 2, in my opinion, no need in buying this. If you wanted something that's a small 4K drone that's under $400 just for a good camera, this one will do. All right, thanks for watching. See you next time.